Hello, I'm Jack Liburn, the Director of Economic Development, and welcome to Carroll 101 2021. I'll tell you a little bit about what we do in the Department of Economic Development. The Department of Economic Development, there's 5 members there, and also under that comes the Ag Development, and we have the Office of Tourism, and under the Office of Tourism comes the Carroll County Farm Museum. And then we have the Business Employment Resource Center. We call it BERC. And what I like to do is go through it and tell you a little bit about the departments and some of the successes that we've done in the last couple of years. But first of all, I'd like to give you our mission statement, and that is to encourage a positive Carroll County business environment in order to accommodate the expansion of resident industries and attractions of new industries. And how do we achieve our mission? We do it 2 ways. We create wealth for the county, and that's what the Department of Economic Development is here for. And we do that through capital investment and job creation. Now, why do businesses locate in Carroll County? Number one, and really it's all number one, you talk to businesses, it's a local labor force. We have a great local labor force. Companies will say we have very low turnover with employees, but in high productivity. And of course, the quality of life, if you're watching this, you know, because you live in Carroll County probably, we have one of the lowest crime rates in the state of Maryland, and all our parks and recreation facilities are here. Education, I think it's the best education program in the state of Maryland. All 3 of my children went through the public schools here, and I can tell you right now we're in the top 3 all the time, for education. Business climate, it's a seamless process. We try to make it a seamless process, and land prices are important too. We have more reasonable land prices in our surrounding counties and the state of Maryland. How do we get our leads? And we get them through site locators. A site locator could be anywhere in the United States. Mainly we work through New York, Dallas, and the Carolinas, a lot of our site locators. And we also, brokers, local brokers and national brokers will bring us deals. And of course, the state of Maryland Department of Commerce, we work very closely with them, and they've been a real partner with that. Carroll County unemployment, for the last probably 7 months, we've been the lowest in the state of Maryland. Right now, we're trending at about a 4% unemployment rate. What I'd like to do now is maybe go through some of our successes, some of the companies that have located here in the last couple of years. Alderson Loop is a company that they do IT marketing, and they purchased one of the Warfield buildings down in Springfield State Hospital. They're one of our resident industries, and they bought the building. It's a 5,500 square foot building, and they employ over 100 employees. Flight Fab. Flight Fab is an aerospace and defense manufacturer. They're a subcontractor. They do some of the work on the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. They purchased an 8,000 square foot building, and they're located in West Branch Trade Center, and right now they're doing an expansion of another 12,000 square feet. Conawago. Conawago has built a lot of our tilt-up buildings here in Carroll County, but they decided the market is strong. They built an 85,000 square foot spec building, and that means that they don't have any tenants out in the Westminster Tech Park. They do have a 20,000 square foot user in there right now, and we're marketing the other 65,000 square foot. One of the fastest moving and fastest growing markets is our breweries. And we have one called Flood Zone Marketplace and Brewery. And if you haven't been out there, it's out in Union Bridge, and it's 5,000 square feet. And if you're a beer drinker, boy, you need to go out there. And the other one is 1623, and it's a family-owned brewing company. They're down in Liberty Exchange up Liberty Road, about 3 miles past 26 and 32. They're leasing 11,000 square feet, and right now they're in for another 10,000 square feet. So they're going to have about 21,000 square feet. If you want some fun to do for adults and children, Stratosphere. Stratosphere Social is down in the old London Fog Building, down at 26 and 32. It's a state-of-the-art entertainment center. They have bowling, arcades, 7D theaters, and 23,000 square feet. If you want to have an adult party, they have a full stock bar. They have a restaurant. If you want to have a children's party down there, there's plenty of things to do for children and adults. So I'm telling you, everybody should go to Stratosphere. One of our real success stories recently was 310. 310 is fabricated in fabrication of heavy glass products such as shower enclosures, railings, interiors. They're multi-state search. They went through all the Mid-Atlantic operations here, and we ended up putting them out headquarters. They're headquartered in Louisville, Kentucky, but they ended up buying an 85,000 square foot building, renovating it, and on a sidebar, it's called 310. And the reason why it's called 310 is that the two owners that didn't know each other got together and their birthdays are March the 10th. Kind of a little unique sidebar there. When at Westminster Station is about a stone's throw away from our office here at 225. It's a new retail center, 29,000 square feet with an inline freestanding, a CVS. So there's a lot of retail shops in there, and if you haven't been to Jersey Mike's, you need to stop in, and some of the other shops are in there, and they're getting ready to build a new center, a twin center. What I'd like to do now is some of the historical sites that we have under construction. We've talked about Warfield, the Sykesville, for a long time. We had a developer come in, Roger Connolly came in on 2018. He's going to do a mixed-use development down there. He's going to add 140,000 square feet, a new development, and they're building now 145 townhouses, and their asking price is over $400,000. North Carroll Business Park. North Carroll Business Park is a 100-acre park, but we're doing a 35 acres. We're going to develop it. It's right behind Ridge Engineering and Fuchs out on in Hampstead. And it'll be available. We're going to start the groundbreaking in sometime in the fall of 2021. And it'll be about 300,000 square foot. Our bread and butter, of course, in Carroll County is over our 4,000 small businesses. And we have a small business center here in our office at 225 North Center Street. And before the COVID, there was 10 new businesses that opened, 90 businesses assisted, and 27 loans approved. We have 32 jobs created, and there was 1,500 attendees at our workshops. So if you want to open a business, you're thinking about opening a business, please stop in our office at 225. We have a counselor here, and he'll guide you through the whole thing, strategic plan, leasing, legal, and everything else. It's a great resource. And of course, all our resources are all free. And I shouldn't say free because you're taxpayers of Carroll County. Business grants. You've heard about all last year, the pandemic of all the grants. The Department of Economic Development received 5 grants through the state of Maryland and the federal government. The first one was Carroll County Small Business Emergency Relief Fund. Then we had the Carroll Rebound Program. That was called the CARES funding. We had the Maryland Strong Restaurant and Hotel Relief Funding. And then we had the Maryland Relief Funding of 2021. And just recently, the Maryland Recovery Nonprofits. And all those grants, over 2,000 of our companies and nonprofits received these grants in a total of $8,248,000. And these were grants, these were not loans. They came from the federal government and the state. And the first one, the Carroll Small Business, came from the county when the COVID just started. We were the first county to get out there in front to help our small businesses out. Tourism. Tourism is one of our biggest industries in Carroll County. We have manager Bonnie Staub, and our visitor center is located at Emerald Hill in Westminster. It's staffed by professionals. You can stop in anytime Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4. They'll walk you through what's going on in Carroll County, and very informative. We do a lot of bus tours, And of course the barn quilt, we have 39 barn quilts, and we just had a barn quilt bus tour last week, and if you haven't stop in and pick up our barn quilt brochure and tour the counties. Our major attraction, of course, in the county is one of the best kept secrets, and I hope it's not about one of the best kept secrets, is the Carroll County Farm Museum. We have Union Mills Hampstead, and we have 8 unique main streets. You need to visit our main streets and shop local. You always hear about Mike talking about the chamber about shop local. We do a lot of advertising with shopping local. Tourism generated 2 years ago $5,699,000 in tax sales, and that goes right to the bottom line. And to let you know, tourism is 100% funded by the motel hotel tax. There's no taxpayers' money in there. It's all motel hotel tax. Tourism has really been strong. In 2019's the latest numbers we had, it's a $124 million business in Carroll County. And our farm museum is, we have a manager out there, Joanne Went. The farm museum is 142 acres. It's 53 buildings. And before the COVID, we had 5,444 hours of volunteers. We had 67 events, 20 weddings, 44 field trips, 1,123 student visits, and we have about almost 70,000 visitors a year that come to the Carroll County Farms Museum. Of course, everyone knows about the Maryland Wine Festival. It's in September. That's our biggest event, but we just had opened it up after this. We had the 4th of July. We did do the fireworks, and we had a lot of sponsors that paid for the fireworks. And we had about 7,000 people come out. It's just great to be out on the 4th of July again. Our Business Employment Resource Center, manager is Heather Powell. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. It's right across from the Carroll County office building here at 225 North Center. We do customized training for businesses and workers. And if you've been unemployed and you're looking for a job, please stop by. We have job search workshop, support and resources. And we have career development programs for youth and adults. And we do skill assessments and training. 2 years ago, and this is before COVID, we had 9,628 total visitors, and these are residents that live in Carroll County. We had 16 job fairs for our local businesses, and we served 2,103 total businesses. And we're back open now 5 days a week. Our number 1 industry in Carroll County is Carroll County grown, and that's, of course, is our agricultural. Diana Hare is our ag specialist. She's in our office at 225. Carroll County grown, that's our logo. The total products sold 2 years ago were $110 million. So you can see it's still our number 1 industry. We have almost 77,000 acres that's reserved for ag preservation. Our goal is to have 100,000 acres of farmland that's preserved. What I'd like to do is, kind of sum it up. And, the Carroll County Department of Economic Development, we're open 5 days a week, 8 to 5, but we're also here in the evenings or on weekends if a company wants to come in or you have any questions. If you hear a rumor, give me a call or give our staff a call, and we'll tell you about it. You hear about this company coming in or that company coming in. And we really couldn't function without our partnerships. We work very well with Mike McMillan in the Chamber of Commerce. We work with the Carroll Hospital. We work closely with the community college and other partnerships. We have a lot of partnerships, and we're all in this together. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to call our department. The number is 410-386-2071, and I'm Jack Liburn. But call us anytime, and thank you very much.